Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone joining today. We're gonna jump right into the challenge league. I want to run Selenise. In the process, though, I do have to fix the live stream for YouTube. Give me 1 second, or at least bear with me. Get this going. Hopefully the stream is good. Appreciate the likes, Harrison. Appreciate you joining, Miss London. We're gonna get flying in just a moment. Just want to make sure everything's set up. It's looking pretty good. Let's fly in. So I am a world record holder for this particular course. I think I'm number 8 in the world. Maybe even 10 now. Alright, we're gonna restart this just because the flight controls. That's weird. It's plugged in. Let me just unplug it, plug it back in. The flight controls weren't set. Pro tip though, I normally don't. Sometimes pressing restart messes you up. Or at least the game doesn't load correctly when you do that. Alright, we'll get into rhythm here. So YouTube keeps striking my monetization because of the music I play in the beginning of the stream. So I had to stop putting that at the beginning. Stop putting music at the beginning of the stream. What's up, Hannah? Appreciate everyone joining today. Go ahead and tap that tap that screen, get those likes in. Really does help the stream. Appreciate you guys joining as always. We're gonna be flying the Challenge League Selenise in a Mustang P9, something like that. But I am world record holder for this one. Number 8 maybe. I gotta double check. I used to be number 4 and 5, but you know, once you post a video, other folks learn and they improve as well. So no, not hating. It is what it is. I know fully well when I post a video what will happen. But shout out to everyone out there playing the Challenge League, running Selenise, flying this Mustang here at low altitudes, and getting low scores. Nice. That's gonna help out a lot right there. Lock in. Wow, only 13, and I pretty much hit that tree. Seconds faster. I'll take that. There we go. And it's right in there. And I hit the ground on the way out. Ooh, 109. Wow. All that green. I thought it was going to be another world record. What's up, Max? Appreciate you joining. This is in Selenisi. Selenice? Selenisi? I think it's Selenisi. So let's see. This is my weekly cohort right now. My top score for the week is 107. My personal best is 105. The world record's 102. So I'm not too far from it. Shout out to Revamp, Shelling Gems, Z, Dan Rael, Simon VR, Vane Neptune, and Jonathan. Revamped at the number 3 spot, Shelling Gem at the number 5 spot. Shout out to Naive Kabbalist as well, Z Carnival at 105, and Dan Rael G at 106. Let me give it another push. Appreciate everyone joining again. Tap that screen, hit that share button. Even if you're not going to share it, hit follow. If you're not following already, let's fly. I got my prop access to around 83%. Full throttle. And trim down to 14%. Ooh, I went right into the water. Maybe I shouldn't have looked off to the side to see my trim percentage, but hey, it is what it is. You want to gradually set your trim anyway. You don't want to hit it all in one shot. Or put it, set it right away. You want to gradually hit it. So in the beginning, you want to go ahead and dive down in between those two trees there. I prefer this close angle. Zoom in. Slower time, but lower ground, lower altitude. Ooh, not lower than that one just now. Okay, I guess so. It's at 42. Let's go. In between the trees. You don't want to follow your ghost either. Chasing your ghost hurts. I'm not gonna lie, I got distracted there by my ghost. So it's the challenging part there is to focus on your flight versus what your ghost is doing. I must have clipped the wing. That one's so tight. another shot. Then we'll switch it up. Honestly, I don't care about the helicopters. My highest score on that helicopter challenge this week is 1.8, but I don't fly helicopters like that if I'm being honest. Plus 21. Ooh, I did not see that tree. I did not see that tree at all. That was a bit quick, that tree. So guys, you don't want to hit restart. You want to hit home page and then go back in. If you hit restart, the game is just buggy. What I have here is my prop access, and I'm lowering the prop access to around 83% at the start. Messed up my camera, but I got the angle I want. Look at that. 175 frames per minute. Man, I was literally scraping the floor. You could hear it. Alright, I think I'm done giving this one a shout. Let me know in the comments if you want me to keep trying that one. I can finish it so you guys can actually see what it looks like, the route. Flying it low and low to the ground, as low as possible and as fast as possible, that's where the challenge lies, you know. But flying it to completion, hey, I'll do that for you guys right now. I'll fly it all the way through. But maintaining all that that lowest possible altitude, that's where the challenge lies, and that's where I am hitting certain things, you know. You can hear all of that. Then I hit the water. But you can literally hear the plane rubbing the ground. You can hear all that. Alright, I'm gonna run this one through for completion so you guys can see the actual route. So we're flying towards that light first, then literally just straight on in. Pulling up, and then get ready to dive down aggressively at the peak here. Slight turn, and then dive down. Push down aggressively on the yoke, get as low to the ground as possible. If you hear the ground, great. Nice. Took this a little wide, but you want to get into this lake. Yeah, I knew that was going to be... Since I didn't get the best angle, I wasn't able to get low, as low as I wanted. Same thing here. Yep. And again, I'm not playing for a high score right now. I'm flying across as kind of as fast as possible to show you guys the route. Staying low. Here you can get a little high. Down into the canyon. Honestly, right now, everything that I'm flying is not really the best angles. Then you can fly straight through these trees right here. Cut up the hill instead of flying into the canyon. Woo! 107,515. Still not my slowest. I mean, not my lowest score this week. And it's funny because I wasn't even trying to get a lower score, and I got it pretty close. It's going for some landing challenges. Lately, it's been boring per se, flying everything else. Let's well, Congas I know is hard in an A310. I wanted to fly Airbuses. I've been flying Boeings lately. Where's this at? I've never flown this one, I don't think. Shout out to Revamped at 726. If Revamped has 726, I'm thinking something's wrong with this challenge. It might be buggy. Well, I can see here that the angle they give you is not great, which happens kind of often. Yeah, see. So the reality is I got to fly down more and then make my final approach in for the landing. I don't know why it does stuff like that. More than likely the buttons aren't even set, so I got to go through that. It doesn't have a simple logic. Like it would be cool if I set Boeing a certain way that when I switch it over, it changes to that, like the next plane logically. Oh, you're already facing up. I'm pushing the yoke down. We have full flaps. We're facing up. We're climbing. Our thrust is stuck at 100%, and they're down here, and the thrust is still going. Let's see the auto throttle. Where's the auto throttle? Auto thrust, auto throttle. The auto throttle would be down here. Airbus. Don't know where it's at on the Airbus, but I feel like the auto throttle's malfunction and we're stuck at 100%. throttle is off. Yeah, this thing is bugged. There's no way I'm gonna land at 100% throttle. Yep, that's bugged. What's up, Sabora, man? No, the engines were stuck on 100%. The landing challenge is bugged. Allergies. Yo, this plane is so hard to land. Oh man, this plane is so hard to land. Switch it up, switch it up. Actually, let's fly into St. Bart's. Do some more St. Bart's. Actually, you know what? No. I've been doing 737s. Let's do some more 737s. Hopefully I break into a world record here. I don't know. I love flying the 737. It feels so easy and simple. Nothing more, nothing less. I have the graphics set to perform. Let's change the graphics back to DLAA. Trimming up, level flight. We're gonna go below the poppy lights. It's gonna say we're too low. That is fine. For what we're trying to do here, get these high scores, you need to come in shallow. Gonna go to flaps 30. Coming in nice and shallow. 140 knots, 44 knots, 30 degrees of flaps, around 750 feet per minute. Vertical speed,
500.
gonna give us a little more thrust. That'll help slow our rate of descent. Yep, we're at 500. We're at 135 knots. What's up, Cash? Adding a little more power. Now we're gonna hit our last set of flaps. That'll help bring down our speed to 120, 125. We're teetering on a stall speed. Again, we want to come in low and slow. 400, 500 feet per minute right now. 128 knots.
200.
Give it a little more thrust.
100.
50.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Ooh, a balloon.
10.
Touchdown at 450. A balloon. Let's see what the score says. I was pretty good on target, but I think I overshot it. And then that 450 landing, I know definitely won't give me that high score. Thank you for the rose. I'm just me. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna be the best score. Would you say Flight Sim 24 is a must-have, or is it still buggy? I'd say it's definitely buggy. It's definitely still buggy. So for this particular Sao Paulo landing, world record 1.9 million. I'm at 1.758. What you just saw was not a great landing. I mean, any landing you can walk away from. It was still smooth, but for the purposes of getting that high score, it was not definitely not a showcase of my landing skills. But let's give it another shot. You notice that last drop. Yeah, I was coming in at an 8-degree angle of attack. So those back wheels were going to touch down after my line of sight from the target anyway. But I gave it too much throttle towards that landing. Let's get up to 55% or so, 60% throttles. Get our flaps going. Why not third person? I can't fly third person like that to land this way. I mean, I can, but I don't know. I've never gotten high scores doing it that way. And I do have several world records out there in Flight Simulator. Shut Up Shush is my gamer tag. I'm number 3 for St. Bart's. I'm number 6 for Nadi. The Nadi. And a few other ones I forget. Sflabard, which is see, they're all different planes too, so it's not like it's just one plane. It's all the Slabard one's a 172. This is a 737. Um, St. Bart's is a Daher 750 single turboprop engine. Nadi's an A310, I think, or an A320.
500.
Let's get up to 60%. There we go, 60% thrust.
400. 300.
Take some weight off the throttle here. Gonna go to our last set of flaps.
300. 200. 200. 100.
Thank you for the follow.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Nice. Ooh, touchdown at 400 or 450, right on center line. May have overshot it some. It's always hard to tell, you know, coming in with that high angle. Retract your flaps, put your reverse thrusters, deploy your air brakes, bring her down to 30 knots, and you can disengage everything. And eventually she'll stop. Thank you for the follow, Fascinating World. Ooh, 1 million. So I think what happened here was I overshot the landing some. That's all. The angle of attack and everything was good. Just overshot it some, possibly by giving it a little too much thrust. Let's give it another shot. Concord, I do know some people that do play third person. I'm not sure about the landing challenges, but definitely the low altitude and rally race challenges. They do those in third person. Folks like I know Z, Vane Neptune, Shelling Gym too as well. They do third person, and these guys got world records flying that way. I'm not sure about the landing challenges though. I gotta double check that. Like Revamp, I know he does first person like me. Shout out to Revamp. And let's give this another shot. Drop some likes, guys. Hit that share button. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. I give live tips here on how to fly these landing challenges, how to land planes. I'm studying to be a pilot, just not fully there yet. But I do have world records, so a lot of real world stuff does apply. Deploying my flaps 10 or 15. Controlling my trim, maintaining level flight, and let my engines bring us down in altitude, all while maintaining level flight. Deploy flaps 25 next, or 20? 25. Awesome, awesome sauce. Gonna lower our throttle even more, keep our trim high. Go to flaps 30. Right now we got 2 red lights, but we don't care about pappies. We're at 30 degrees of flaps, coming in at 139 knots.
1,000.
Here we go. Now that we're getting close to the altitude, we want to bring the throttle back in. Bring it up to around 60%. Deploy your last set of flaps. And continue this shallow approach, low and slow, and get a high score. We're at 650 feet per minute descent rate. I'm actually going to increase throttle even more. I want to slow that down some. Maintain this angle of attack, roughly 4 degrees. AOA says 6, but we're under the 5th line here. We're at 500 feet per minute. And low and slow is the way to go, guys. Low and slow. I'm maintaining 132 knots, barely putting in any input. 40 degrees of flaps, just maintaining trim. Gonna start, actually, no, we're good, 350. Gonna decrease the throttle slightly. That'll increase our descent rate, bring us down. In the process, trimming up. There we go, lined up beautifully. Bringing down the power.
50, 40, 30,
Beautiful.
20, 10.
Overshot. But touchdown at 400. Still an overshoot. That's going to hurt the score. We'll see what the score says. But that was definitely a beautiful approach. Butter landing at a sub 500. Let's see what the score says. I just know I overshot it some. Yeah, 1.2 million. And again, that's just because I overshot the target. Let's give it another shot. This one I should be hitting 1.5 million. The reality is I have to come in even more shallow than what I thought, or than what I think. Appreciate all the viewers today, guys. Tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that follow button if you're not already following. I am studying to be a pilot. I'm not a pilot just yet, but I have world records out there in flight sim. We're gonna get our thrust up to 58, 59, 58%. Deploy flaps. Let the plane settle. Our approach is a little high. Actually, let's bring the throttle down to 50%. That'll help the descent rate. Keep the plane leveled. Use your trim. Relieve the stress off your throttle, off your yoke. Look at that. We're not gaining much speed or not gaining any speed at all. We'll continue to lose speed. Pitch controls your speed. Power controls your altitude. Remember that.
1,000.
Deploying flaps, 30. Continue trimming upwards. We're at 145 knots. We're going to increase throttle now, probably to 60%, from 50 to 60%. That'll slow our descent rate. You can see the plane pushing upwards already, naturally pushing itself off the pushing itself away from the ground and climbing. That's a perfect example being shown of power controls your altitude and pitch controls your speed. I'm gonna go to flaps 40 here. Appreciate the follow, Cody. I'm a little faster than what I want to be, so I'm gonna pull back the yoke some, deploy the speed brakes. There we go. That's gonna slow us down even more. 135 is where you want to be. Correcting the angle here. I'm gonna keep my speed brake deployed. Nice. Here we go.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ah, the line disappeared. 400. I don't know why the line disappeared. Yeah. Is that like a bug or something go down my back? Let me know if you saw on cam. Felt like it. This could have been a piece of lint or something. We're gonna deploy flaps. $25. Let's go to flaps 30. Get some speed brakes going. And you can see third person. Nice, we're flying in nice and smooth. We got a good speed. Gonna start increasing thrust. Flaps 40. Pull the flaps as you increase thrust. That'll help maintain your speed, or at least maintain your velocity of losing speed but not descending at the same time. Should be at 60% thrust. Yep. Approach. 130 knots, 400 feet per minute. hope the line is there. I can kind of see it.
200.
Might be the runway lines.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh, at 450, and a little lopsided in orientation. That's gonna hurt the score. Thank you for the follow, Timmy. Ralph, can't wait for buy this setup. Yep, it's an awesome setup. I recommend it. I think my next steps for me would be getting a whole whole desk system, you know, with all the hardware. Yeah, 1.3 million. I knew that was better than my previous attempts. Let's restart that. Let's take a quick look at my messages here. And I gotta answer all these messages. I'll give this one more attempt, and then I gotta end stream, folks. Got work to do. Appreciate everyone dropping by, though. I'll be back on in probably 30 minutes, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Going down, there we go. Same game plan, folks. We're gonna deploy flaps. Reduce our power to 50%. Let the plane come in shallow. Let's go to flaps 30. And we have 2 pappy lights, but we don't care about the pappy lights. They're only a good reference. We want to come in shallow, so we want to come in with 4 red lights. And that'll help us. That'll help us fly in our shallow approach. Let's start bringing in the power. Deploy flaps 40. We're at 500 feet per minute. I'm gonna increase power slightly and bring that down to 400 feet per minute. That actually went up. There we go. There we go, 400 feet per minute. Try and come in shallow. Deploy some air brakes. No, this is Flight Sim 2024, not X-Plane. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, Aori.
Oh, you're good. Thank you for the follow, Soup.
300.
Bring in power. That'll help slow down the rate of descent.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Nice. Touchdown at 250. 250 feet per minute and on target. At least it looked like it was on target. Retract your flaps, deploy your reverse thrusters, deploy your speed brakes, air brakes. It's a video game, so I pressed the parking brake too. Although you shouldn't. Doesn't make a difference. Yep, too low, all red. That's how we want to do it for high scores. Come in shallow, low and slow. The closer to 0 feet per minute you are, the higher your score. That was at 200, I think I said. See, 1.5 million. That's with coming in shallow, low, and slow. You can't come in with the pappy lights. You got to ignore the pappy lights. Thank you for the follow, Gabri. I am sorry, but I do have to log off. I got some work to do, but I'll be back on in about 30 minutes or so. Hit that follow button to catch me
Oh, you
back on
doing
the
a challenge?
replay when I
Sorry.
jump back on. Yeah, I'm doing challenges. Yep. Appreciate the follow. Hey, it's Lazy. I do have other world records out there. Shut Up Shush is my gamer tag. You might recognize it on some of the challenges. St. Bart's, Naughty. I forget what else. Flabard. But yeah. Appreciate you guys tuning in again. I'll be back on in another hour or so, or maybe 30 minutes. Later, folks. Peace.
I got 1.3 at Lukla.
Oh, that's awesome. I think my best in Lukla is 1.6, 1.5. What I have in Lukla? 1.5? Yeah, 1.548. And then Courchevel too. I've been trying to get into the top at Courchevel. I'm at 1.7, 1.767. I'm like right there. Then there's strong. Is it Strong Wind? I don't think I have any strong winds because some of them are messed up, like
I am
Fuchao.
coming for your scores, lol.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I welcome the competition. Sometimes it's the luck of the draw, you know. You obviously got to fly in good landings, but sometimes you get lucky. I got 1.8 million here on Flabard, so I'm top 8 now. Shout out to Revamped at 108 at 1.8 as well. Then in St. Bart's, I'm still number 3. That title, I've had that one for a couple of months now. Shout out to Revamped in first place there with 1,777. And actually, the full video of me landing that is on YouTube. Check that out when you get a chance. But I do have to run, folks. Appreciate everyone joining. Hit that follow button. I'll be back on.